Chinese curly cabbage, also known as Napa cabbage or Chinese leaf cabbage, is a versatile and delicious vegetable that's a staple in many Asian cuisines. Growing it in pots is not only practical for small spaces, but also allows you to enjoy fresh, homegrown produce at your fingertips. With the right techniques, you can grow Chinese curly cabbage quickly and efficiently in containers. In this guide, I'll share everything you need to know to cultivate this crisp and tender vegetable, from choosing the right pot to harvesting your first batch. Why grow Chinese curly cabbage in pots? Growing Chinese curly cabbage in pots offers numerous advantages. It's perfect for urban gardeners, those with limited outdoor space, or anyone who wants to keep their plants close for easy access. Pots provide better control over soil quality, pests and watering. Plus, with their relatively short growing season of 60 to 70 days, you can enjoy a quick harvest, especially when growing them under optimal conditions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on Botanical Bliss to join our gardening community and learn more tips for growing your favorite plants. Selecting the right pot. The key to growing Chinese curly cabbage successfully in pots is choosing the right container. Opt for a pot that's at least 12 inches deep and wide enough to accommodate the plant's spread. A single cabbage plant needs about 8 to 12 inches of space, so if you're using a larger pot or trough, leave enough room between plants. Ensure the pot has drainage holes to prevent waterlogging, which can lead to root rot. You can use plastic, ceramic, or fabric pots, but lightweight options like plastic are easier to move around as needed. Preparing the soil. Chinese curly cabbage thrives in nutrient-rich, well-draining soil. Use a high-quality potting mix with added organic matter like compost or well-rotted manure. A mix of loam, peat moss, and perlite or vermiculite is ideal for retaining moisture while ensuring proper drainage. The optimal pH for Chinese curly cabbage is slightly acidic to neutral, between 6.0 and 7.0. You can test your soil's pH and amend it with lime to raise pH or sulfur to lower pH as needed. Planting Chinese curly cabbage seeds. When to plant? Chinese curly cabbage grows best in cool weather. For a spring crop, plant seeds a few weeks before the last frost. For a fall harvest, sow seeds in late summer or early autumn. In mild climates, it's possible to grow it year-round. How to plant. Fill your pot with the prepared soil, leaving about an inch of space at the top. Sow the seeds about half an inch deep and 2 to 3 inches apart. Cover them lightly with soil and water gently to moisten. Place the pot in a location that receives 4 to 6 hours of sunlight daily. If growing indoors or during shorter days, use a grow light to supplement natural light. Watering and fertilizing. Chinese curly cabbage needs consistent moisture to grow quickly and develop tender leaves. Water the soil when the top inch feels dry, but avoid overwatering, as soggy soil can harm the roots. During hot weather, you may need to water daily. Fertilize the plants every 2 weeks with a balanced liquid fertilizer such as a 10-10-10 mix, or use a slow-release granular fertilizer at planting time. For an organic option, compost tea or fish emulsion works well. During the early growth stage, focus on nitrogen-rich fertilizers to promote leafy growth, and switch to a balanced formula as the plants mature. Caring for your plants. Thinning seedlings. Once the seedlings are 2 to 3 inches tall, thin them out to leave only the strongest plants, ensuring they have enough room to grow. Space them about 8 to 12 inches apart for optimal growth. Temperature management. Chinese curly cabbage prefers temperatures between 55 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Protect the plants from extreme heat or cold by moving the pots to a shaded area or indoors during unfavorable weather. Using a row cover can also shield the plants from temperature fluctuations and pests. Pest control. Common pests like aphids, cabbage worms, and flea beetles may target Chinese curly cabbage. Regularly inspect your plants and remove pests by hand or use organic solutions like neem oil or insecticidal soap. Diatomaceous earth sprinkled on the soil surface can also deter crawling insects. Weeding and mulching. Weeds are less of an issue in pots, but it's still important to remove any that appear. Adding a layer of mulch, such as straw or shredded leaves, helps retain moisture, regulate soil temperature, and suppress weeds. Harvesting Chinese curly cabbage. Chinese curly cabbage is ready to harvest in about 60 to 70 days, depending on the variety and growing conditions. Some fast-maturing types can be harvested as early as 45 days. How to harvest. For baby greens, you can start harvesting the outer leaves when they're about 4 to 6 inches long, leaving the inner leaves to continue growing. This method allows for multiple harvests from the same plant. For a full head harvest, wait until the plant forms a firm, dense head. Use a sharp knife to cut the cabbage at the base, leaving a few outer leaves intact. In many cases, the plant will produce smaller heads or side shoots for a secondary harvest. Tips for faster growth. Optimal light. Ensure the plants get plenty of light, whether natural or from grow lights. Adequate light speeds up growth and ensures healthy development. Regular feeding. Don't skimp on nutrients. Consistent fertilization helps the plants grow faster and produce tender, flavorful leaves. Temperature control. Keep the plants in their preferred temperature range for the quickest growth. Extreme temperatures can slow development or cause bolting. Succession planting. For a continuous harvest, plant seeds every 2 to 3 weeks during the growing season, using Chinese curly cabbage. Chinese curly cabbage is versatile and can be used in many dishes. Its crisp, tender leaves are perfect for stir-fries, soups, kimchi, and salads. You can also use it as a wrap for fillings or add it to noodle dishes for a nutritious boost. Store harvested cabbage in the refrigerator for up to 2 weeks. Keep it in a plastic bag or wrap it in a damp paper towel to maintain freshness. Final thoughts. Growing Chinese curly cabbage in pots is an easy and rewarding way to enjoy fresh, homegrown vegetables. With the right care and attention, you can go from seeds to harvest in just a couple of months. Follow this guide, and you'll be harvesting crisp, tender leaves in no time. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Botanical Bliss for more gardening tips and inspiration. Let's grow together.